Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today on my weekly Facebook Live series. Today I'm going to talk about why imposter syndrome can be a good thing. And if you don't know me, I'm Caroline Castrillon. I'm the founder of Corporate Escape Artists, and I'm a business and life coach that helps people escape their 9-to-5 jobs so they can find fulfillment working for themselves. So why imposter syndrome could be a good thing. I'm excited to talk about this today because most of the articles that I've seen out there talk about how imposter syndrome is a bad thing and how to overcome it, but you never really hear about the good parts. So I'm going to touch on those today. But first of all, what is imposter syndrome and who does it affect? So have you ever felt like you didn't really belong, or you were afraid that your friends and coworkers were going to find you out at work because you're a fraud and you don't really deserve your job? Or that little voice inside your head that says, why would they listen to me? Or I don't deserve this. That's imposter syndrome. And it was first identified in the late 70s. And basically 70% of people experience it at one point or another in their lives. It was first thought that mainly women were impacted, but now more recent studies show that both men and women are equally as susceptible. In fact, men are just as likely as women to feel like they don't deserve their jobs. They're just less likely to talk about it for fear of the repercussions. So basically, it's the feeling that you're succeeding based on luck, not based on your skills and experience. And what people don't realize is that there's a lot of famous and successful people out there that have experienced imposter syndrome. And so I'm going to share some quotes with you today that I think you're going to find really interesting and surprising. So the first one is from Tina Fey. Tina Fey says, "The beauty of the imposter syndrome is you vacillate between extreme egomania and a complete feeling of, I'm a fraud. Oh God, they're on me. I'm a fraud. So you just try to ride the egomania when it comes and enjoy it, and then slide through the idea of fraud." That's Tina Fey. Then there's John Steinbeck, the author. He says, "I'm not a writer. I've been fooling myself and other people." And then there's Jodie Foster, the actress. She says, "I always feel like something of an imposter. I don't know what I'm doing." And I've got a bunch of other quotes like this on my blog at corporateescapeartist.com. Please check these out because there are going to be some that are really surprising from some very famous people that you know. So why do people experience imposter syndrome? Well, there's not one single answer. Some experts believe it's tied to personality traits like perfectionism or neuroticism. Others think it has to do with your family upbringing. Maybe you had a gifted sibling and you grew up with feelings of inadequacy, or you were labeled as the smart one and now you have feelings of imposter syndrome whenever you have to struggle to achieve something. And people also experience it when they encounter a new challenge, or maybe you just got a promotion. So for example, let's say you're in the corporate world as a middle manager and you just decided to start your own business or change careers altogether. That could make you prone to imposter syndrome. And so how can it be a positive thing? How can it be a good thing? Well, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. The first one is it indicates that you're pushing yourself. So think about it. If you're pushing yourself into new and unfamiliar territory, you are growing as a human being. And of course, when you're entering new territory, you're going to not feel as comfortable as you are doing the same thing that you've been doing for the last 10 years. So unless you push yourself outside your comfort zone, you're not going to grow personally or professionally. And the second reason it's a good thing is that it keeps your ego in check. So it keeps your ego from becoming overinflated. And that's a good thing because when the ego takes over, that's when people tend to operate within their comfort zone and play it safe. So this way, you're not going to take opportunities for granted. You're going to keep pushing yourself to learn new things and hone your skills and experience. And then finally, the last reason it's a good thing is that it indicates that you're gaining expertise. Aristotle was quoted as saying, the more you know you don't know. And so experts believe that people with imposter syndrome are actually getting more proficient at what they do. So it could be a sign that you're actually learning more and honing your craft, which can be something to celebrate. So how do we deal with imposter syndrome? I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can deal with it. The first one is find encouragement. You want to find friends, family, coworkers, mentors. Surround yourself with a tribe of people that believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And save all those positive emails and glowing performance reviews from your boss. so you can pull them out later when imposter syndrome comes knocking on your door. The next way to deal with it is to stop comparing yourself to others. This is a big one, especially now with Facebook and Instagram. It's so easy to compare ourselves to other people, especially celebrities. And the key is to just recognize that nobody's perfect and just focus on your own successes, your skills and abilities, because just comparing yourself to others is just going to deplete your energy. And the next way to deal with it is to tune out the noise. So experts say we experience anywhere between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day. So what you want to do is, the key is to really focus on the positive ones and try to tune out the rest. Because the truth is that many of us are always going to have and experience some sort of self-doubt. The key is to continue moving forward in spite of it. So focus on the value that you provide, and also try to foster an environment of mindfulness and reflection. So this is where meditation might be appropriate. And then finally, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. In a previous blog, I talked about this and how important it is when you're going from being an employee to being an entrepreneur. It's just as important when you experience imposter syndrome, because the truth is that life is unpredictable and you're not always going to feel ready for every challenge that comes along. So the key to success is to really continue to move forward in spite of any fears or doubts that might present themselves. And I just want to leave you with one last thought. Remember that a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. So I hope this information was helpful. You can find more on this topic on my blog at corporateescapeartist.com. I'm on Facebook Live every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Central, so you can find me there. And if you or someone you know is looking to escape that 9-to-5 job so you can find fulfillment being your own boss, please reach out to me. I'd love to hear your story and help you on your journey. And so until next time, I will see you soon. Thanks for joining, everyone.